Hey guys, this is WoodrocraftCZ and I'm back again on my YouTube channel after a very long break. It was an unintentional break, but as these things do occur, it was a break nonetheless. And apologies for the handheld video because we are in my new workshop and as you can see, it's a lot bigger than the old one. And this was the main reason why I had such a long break. But before we get on, here's the update. I just want to say a big shout out to my subscriber. I'm hoping you're still subscribing because I know you haven't heard from me in a long time. Mike, thank you for what's in this box. He kindly sent me something that I will be going through and showcasing in another video. So big thank you. I haven't forgotten and I will get around to doing it. Hope you're keeping well. Moving along, so the reason for the new workshop is I had to leave my old one fairly quickly and I managed to get this beautiful place. Well, subjective, might not be beautiful, but to me, it's the start of a new beginning. You'll notice the beard has gone as well, new change for the summer. I'm gonna flip this round and we'll give you a proper tour with the other facing camera so you don't have to look at my ugly mug. So, this is the way you enter the new workshop. Everything is in the middle because I've just had the walls partially rendered where there was brickwork showing and the corners edged. I have sort of established myself in this small room, whiteboard, my laser area here, which situates itself in here, and there'll be another laser over there. And then other than that, I have storage units and bits and pieces that I don't use every day. So this room, I call it the clean room because there's not going to be any sawdust. I'll be keeping my 3D printer here, storage stuff, apologies for the focusing, and just bits and pieces that I want away from all the sawdust. Now, this door, it usually has like drapes, those plastic butcher drapes to prevent cross-contamination of sawdust into this room. But I've taken them down because we just edged the entrance. So let's go through. You might hear my voice change because it starts to echo in this large room. The ceilings are very high. Bit of a nightmare to keep warm in the winter, but nonetheless, I've slowly started making it feel like home. French cleats straight onto the walls because, you know, it's not permanent. It might be permanent, but at the minute it's just feeling out my working groove. I have obviously shelving stuff with tables, saw utensils, you know, the spleen jig or spline jig, whatever. Bow products, dado blade, miter gauge, everything you might need for the table saw. Below I have the shape of origin stuff, the routing stuff, the more precision routing. And down below just some toolboxes. Here we have solvents, finishes, you can see Odie's oil mainly, glues, no not glues, oils, lubricants, glues, and paint. This tool rack, we have just hand tools, my beautiful Lee Nielsen planes, love them to pieces, some chisels, some odds and sods tools, saw blade cleaner, pillar drill, again it was more flush against the wall, and the belt sander, which I do believe will be venturing over there. So here's the table saw. It'll be appropriately next to the shelving with all the accessories. So as we come across, we've got an old compressor that was here when I moved in and old pillar drill. Beautiful looking things. Pillar drill is functional. Compressor is apparently functional, but I'm not using them. They're not mine. I can use them, but I don't have a need for it. We got stairs going up. I keep my empty sustainers and sustainers that I don't really use from day to day, construction stuff, pneumatic drills, stuff I don't use from day to day. Now, as we come back down, a little bit of wood over here. We've got my vacuum system, which I've been trying to figure out. I've just recently installed the IGM clear pipe system, which it's superb. I can highly recommend it. I'm using the P-Flux 3 dust collector. It has 3 inlets or outlets, inlets I guess. And I have the long cable that's flexible to my drum sander. I use it for my table saw, and it will be going on the belt sander. And the rigid pipe is fixed for my jet 410 helical or 410 HH clamp rack. And the end of the piping goes to my Laguna 18BX bandsaw, as you can see. So I have 3 mounts for the clamping system, or 3 racks, should I say. All my clamps are from IGM. It's a tool company and distribution center for Czech Republic and the whole of Europe. Moving along, you can see I have my light here. I used the Bora wall racks for my wood storage, or most of my wood storage, when they're not as big as those planks, when I cut them down. So this is the stage in between sort of usage and fresh from the timber mill. You can see my Festool. Well, this is half of my Festool down here, next to the miter saw, which I want to upgrade to a Festool, and I will build a cabinet possibly on wheels here when the Festool, if I upgrade to the Festool Capex 120. And moving along, fireplace for the winter. Czech Republic is absolutely freezing, so this is a much needed accessory in the winter. I have a little table that I use for small assembly bits, gluing mainly, because it's got a lacquer on it that you can just easily remove the glue beading. As you can see, I'm working on an ornate box. Why is it in cling film? Well, it's in cling film because I haven't applied any finish yet, and I'm still deciding what to do with it and how to finish it, if I need to build any feet on it. It's still undecided, so it's in cling film to avoid absorbing any further moisture, because this country is notorious for having a damp climate. As you can see, I have a humidity meter. It's reading 58, and it was a lot higher before. So, going back to the tour, storage units, rest of my Festool, stuff on top that I'm not even sure. We've got some pipe clamps that need to be assembled, some bench dog measuring gauges, straight edge. Here I'm keeping odds and sods, all sorts of stuff, router bits for my router table, which is over here. This is my main mess of an area. Router section is here. I'm still running the Triton, and I really do need to clean up, but it's just been such a nightmare of a week with doing all the rendering and stuff. We've just been piling it all together. Going back, this is my sort of CNC office work desk. I have all my bits and pieces close to hand. That's associated with my hand tools. And here I have my main computer that operates my Mechanica CNC. I'm hoping to be getting an additional CNC that's going to sit next to it for a different type of working and for dual cutting. I'm not yet ready to upgrade to a bigger CNC. We have dust collection under the office space, which handles the router table, and then it goes to the CNC. As you can see, the adapter there. Obligatory Spectra tools, Amana tools should I say, sign. Coming round, I have a redundant corner where the new CNC will be sitting, and on the wall I have screws, fasteners, bits and pieces. We'll take a closer look. So I have just odds and sods again, you know, nozzles for super glues, bits and pieces that came with tools that I want to keep organised. Japanese pull saw rack. Some stuff for the table saw which I don't use often. It's more for alignment, so I don't really need to do it, but it's just a convenient place to keep it. My compressor, air filter, Laguna A-Flux, I believe. Have some chairs that are going to be refinished, so that's just work in progress. Festool vac, and lights for filming. I should be using them now. We have big double doors if I need any machinery taken in or out, or large pieces of wood. And that is it. Let me switch back so you can see my ugly mug once more before we finish this video. So there you have it, guys. This is my new workshop. This is what you'll be seeing me in from now on, hopefully in a lot more videos on YouTube. I didn't have the time or capacity really to film anything, unfortunately. I have been meaning to do this for a long time, but getting this place organized and to a state of workability was just such a task I underestimated, along with personal life, sort of life getting in the way. But now things are looking more stable. Fingers crossed they remain that way and I can just get on with it. And I hope you guys aren't too bored from this video. And this is my new working space. If you want to see what's going to come from it and what I'm going to do, what's going to happen, please like, please subscribe. It means a great deal to me, and it just helps me, push more videos out. And once again, big thank you to Mike. Big thank you to all my current subscribers. Sorry for the absence once again. Until the next video, peace.